I know what you're thinking. I know you see the title. But hear me out. So, we all know who Knuckles is, right? You know, Echidna, guards the Master Emerald, appeared in Sonic 3, has been going downhill ever since Sonic Adventure 2. We know who Knuckles is, if you're watching this video. Well, at least I hope you do, or this was going to be very odd for you. I've been thinking about this for the past few months, but in the past week, I've really felt even stronger about it. I think that Knuckles should be replaced as the main Sonic trio. We all know the main Sonic trio. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles. Everyone goes like, oh man, you gotta at least have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I disagree. See, the thing is, Knuckles is supposed to be guarding the Master Emerald, so the thing is, story-wise, unless the Master Emerald's involved, there's no reason for him to be there. People have been making fun of Knuckles for years, since Heroes, about why is Knuckles not guarding the Master Emerald? Oh, he must have forgotten, because he hasn't. Great. Yeah. Nice job, phone. People have been making fun of Knuckles since Heroes, saying he's forgotten about the Master Emerald because, you know, he hasn't mentioned it in a long time, and he doesn't seem to be interested in guarding it anymore, and he'd rather just be hanging out with his friends. Which could be a character development thing about how he learned to hang out with his friends and do stuff with them instead of guarding the Master Emerald all the time. But for a lot of people who love Knuckles, that probably is not what they like about him. They would prefer for him to be guarding the Master Emerald. It's like one of his core character traits. Cool. Well, the thing is, it's impossible for him to be playable or in every game unless the Master Emerald's involved. So he can't. He can only guest star. He can't be a main character. So the Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles trio doesn't really work. So who would we replace him with? Well, there's one character who's been integrated into the main cast really well and has had larger and larger roles and more appearances and actually appears somewhat in more games than Knuckles at this point. Amy Rose herself. Yes, I know what I'm saying. I'm wanting this stalker Amy, lovey-dovey Amy Rose to be the main trio of Sonic. But I think it works. And she's already pretty close to being in that role. See, Sonic and Tails, those two are always going to be together. They're best friends. That whole happens. But because ever since Boom, actually even a little bit before Boom, I guess Lost World, Amy has matured a bit. She doesn't geek out and fangirl over Sonic as often. Like, when's the last time she's really just fangirled over Sonic? Wholesale. I can't think of it. I guess it'd be Sonic Generations. That's the last time I can really think about it. The IDW comics has betrayed her to be a little bit more mature. The recent games have too. I think the new Amy that we have is a good fit as the main trio. And the IDW Comics is currently proving that right now with having an arc with Sonic, Tails, and Amy. Amy has become very dependable. She's become less fangirly, and Sonic has been able to just hang out with her casually. He doesn't run away from her as often. I'm not saying this is a Sonic Amy pitch. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not even trying to say that Sonic Unlimited is real, that fan leak. What I am saying, though, is that Amy Rose is the perfect replacement for having 3 main Sonic characters. I mean, she was already like the 3rd main character in Sonic Unleashed. She can literally work into any plot. It could be a mission, she could just be happening to be wandering around, she could be looking for Sonic. They've integrated Amy into almost every single Sonic plot she's been in very seamlessly. While Knuckles, you can't integrate him in because, well, the only way to integrate him is to ignore, the Master Emerald. Unless they do a throwaway line about him having someone else guard it, but he hasn't even done that. Even though I'm not personally a big Knuckles fan, Knuckles has lost a bit of his important character traits over time. So, if we want Knuckles to be back to his original character traits from Sonic 3 to Sonic Adventure 2, he can't leave the Master Emerald, and Amy is the perfect replacement for a trilogy. People have been asking for Amy in a bunch of games. The Amy Mania mod is really good and really fun to play. They also ported her into Sonic CD. Amy being a 2D playable character is wanted. Amy hasn't been playable in normal sense anyway since Sonic Adventure 1, and, well, Amy hasn't been playable since Sonic Heroes, and I think we get back to that. Amy has become a good female character, and I think that we should put her in the main roles because, I mean, how many female Sonic characters do we got again? Like, we have Rouge, but Rouge is a side character who appears sometimes, but not all the time. Her appearances are so sporadic. She appears in spin-offs, and her mainline game appearances were Generations and Forces, and before then, her last mainline appearance before Generations was 06. She's not very much a character that appears often enough. Blaze is in an alternate dimension, so she can't be in every single Sonic game. Cream is 6. Yeah, Amy is like our main female character, and that'd be good for the little girls playing Sonic. I know some people don't care about that stuff, but hey, you know, little girls will go like, oh yeah, I could play as Amy, or Amy here. I like Amy. Amy is like my favorite Sonic character. You know, that'd be pretty cool for the little girls out there. Also, just thinking about it, Amy's gameplay style can be a replacement for Knuckles, because some people might be thinking, well, what about the structure? Speed, technique, and power. You know, the Sonic Heroes structure. Amy would be a speed type. I don't know about that. She has that giant hammer. Who says she's a speed type? She's just a speed type because she was the only person who could be the speed type in Sonic Heroes, and they just kind of kept it that way for a long time. But they could just make her a strength type. She carries that giant hammer. She swings really, really hard with that hammer. She could just be a strength type, and then boom, team synergy fix. So, to recap, Amy is more available, has become integrated into the main cast, doesn't need any excuses to be there, could possibly have an interesting gameplay style, and would be good for little girls who want to play Sonic games. I see no downsides to integrating Amy into the main cast and making Knuckles a side character like Rouge or Shadow. So I just want you guys to sit on that and think about it. And tell me in the comments if I'm completely crazy and Knuckles is the only person who could complete the Sonic trio, or that you're willing to be open to Amy replacing Knuckles. See you in the next one. Again, thank you for watching this video. The thumbnail that you probably saw was actually made by Mr. Blue Jay. Pretty cool dude. He been making all my thumbnails recently. You could find his link in the description or in the card or on my channel page. He's everywhere. He's everywhere, man. Check him out. He makes some good content. And I can't think of enough for making these thumbnails for me. I can't do it myself. I'm really bad at making thumbnails, and I just don't have the materials for it. Well, the Sonic GT video is coming. I have a lot of college work to be catching up on, so sometimes it's a lot harder for me to just sit down and write. I do actively appear in my own Discord. That's where I spend some free time when I'm getting a free break from college work and such, or even when I am working on college work or a script. You will see me in my Discord, so go in there and check it out. And hey, maybe if I talk to you enough, maybe you'll end up in a video or something. It wouldn't be the first time. Well, see ya.